Hello, my name is Camille Johnson, and this is my JAC340 social media nonprofit analysis presentation, and I will be doing my presentation based on Girl Plus Environment. Girl Plus Environment is a nonprofit organization founded by Diamond Spratling in 2019, and she is shown in the right-hand side of the screen. And the purpose of this organization is that the founder, who is also an environmental activist, noticed that African Americans, especially African American women, are disproportionately affected by environmental and climate-based problems. Thus, she decided to create a space to cater towards African American women so that they can learn about environmental racism and to change the narrative about what environmental justice looks like. Their social media footprint includes engagement with Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, X, and TikTok, and their social media numbers and reach are listed below. Here are some examples of content that they post across LinkedIn, Instagram, and X. As I analyzed their social media footprint, three things stuck out to me: their visual elements, their content, and their formality. As far as their visual elements, I saw a strong sense of consistency and visual cohesion as far as their color scheme, which created a recognizable brand strategy. And for their content, I appreciated a variety of content that was shared across their social media, including videos, graphics, and professional resources. And for their formality, I did see that there was a lot of playful copy within their social media posts that catered towards Gen Z, but when utilizing more professional platforms such as LinkedIn, I would change the copy to be more professional and academically written. I compare Girl Plus Environment with two similar organizations, Weems and Tides, which have a similar target audience of Black and brown people, especially in the environmental justice industry and movement. And I listed the social media footprint and reach below. And what I noticed is that Tides thus has the largest reach. However, Weems has a really impressive membership, and I believe that these two strategies are important to implement with Girl Plus Environment. I created a strategy to improve the social media reach. Again, I would differentiate the copy based on the platform's intentionality of having a formal or informal voice and structure. Additionally, all the posts should have a question or a call to action to invite the audience to engage in a certain question or to sign up or click a link. Additionally, I would have collaboration with college age brand ambassadors. Brand ambassadors is a trending social media movement, and I would want Girl Plus Environment to lead on this trend. I also would partner with popular social media platforms for content and in-person events such as with Weems and Ties, and this would increase each organization's visibility and reach. Additionally, I would improve the platform's visual elements to have more of a consistent visual color scheme, palette, fonts, and styles. Sometimes the social media can be a little crowded with various graphics and hues that they use. So I would want to limit this by having 3 to 4 colors and 3 to 3 font styles as well. Additionally, I would want to engage in social media rebranding, especially on their YouTube and TikTok platforms. YouTube is one of the platforms that they have limited content on, so I want to take this opportunity to have introduce more long form content and more educational content as well, such as podcasts or more educational style videos about environmental justice. Additionally, I want to improve their TikTok account. Most of their TikTok videos are reposts from their Instagram page. However, I think that TikTok has a specific voice for storytelling, so I would want them to participate in different trends and original content on this platform. I created a plan to improve the social media reach. In October, this is the content creation planning month for the graphic designer, the social media director, and the community member director with me to discuss visual consistencies, copywriting, develop content, and events that will be posted on platform and in person, as well as there will be selection of brand ambassadors who will implement the products for monetization. In November, this will be the month to rebrand their social media accounts, utilizing new brand strategy, brand guidelines, and start posting content on YouTube and as on their video podcasts and their educational videos, as well as new videos on TikTok as well. In December, there will be a launch of their new products and monetization, especially on Giving Tuesday, which is a popular in the month of December for nonprofits and large organizations. And they're used more partnerships and content across their programs as well. And in January, this will be the review month where the content team and the rest of the staff will evaluate the engagement from this timeline of the plan to see what worked and what didn't, and evaluate the improvements and the community impacts on platform and in person. With my plan, I included 3 metrics of success, which includes engagement, reach, and conversions. One of the measures of success would be engagement, and I would want to have an increase in 25% increase in likes, shares, reposts, and comments across the multitude of platforms that the company engages in, and as well as an increase in person participation in programs and events, and this shows success as well. Another metric would be reach, and I would want a 30% increase reach across the social media platforms, especially where they weren't high performing before. And hopefully, with this plan, they will improve their performance rate. And this will include profile visitors and follower growth rate, as well as a metric success would be conversions. I would want a 5% increase in the click-through rate for their accessing links, products, and toolkits, as well as membership. My plan for monetization would be to sell products on their social media platform, as many of their posts include strong Gen Z's jargon, so I would implement this into their products, such as on journals and tote bags and mugs. And these are some examples shown below. And some of my strategies for the plan would to define the audience, which would be Gen Z and millennials, distributing selling, which includes how to sell directly on the app so the audience doesn't have to leave the app to purchase the products. Pre-launch, which includes teasers to create hype around the products before the launch. The launch, which branded ambassadors and social media managers will create content surrounding the products. And evaluation, which would be a check to analyze how many users are clicking onto the link, as well as how many leads actually purchase from the link as well. I created a content creation package, and the first 2 pieces are on Instagram. The first one is an interactive story poll about if one is a Girl Plus Environment member, selecting yes or no. Selecting no would indicate for the social media manager and their team to DM this specific person to send them more information about membership. The second one is a meme, which is a social media tactic and has a popular meme from Wicked, Cynthia Revo, and it uses environmental factors to collaborate with this content as well. The next 2 pieces are on YouTube, and the first one is a video podcast called Climate Conversations, and this will be considered as the first episode, which is about popular conversations sparking within the environmental justice community, especially among African American women and brown women. And the next one is about educational content. What is environmental justice? I believe it is important for their membership and their audience to learn about different areas within environmental justice. So having long form content is an important strategy, and I believe this is a good addition to this package. The next piece is on LinkedIn, and is about joining a community hub, which Girl Plus Environment has on their website. However, I noticed that there isn't a lot of information regarding this community hub across their social media platforms. So I believe that in a professional setting and in a professional platform, LinkedIn is the best way to showcase and share this information. And there is also a call to action strategy on joining an informational session on Zoom. The last piece is on TikTok. TikTok is a great place for storytelling and is a very popular place for organizations and individuals to go viral. And this specific piece is a cover for a day in the life video featuring the founder of Girl Plus Environment. And I believe that this is a great strategy, especially since their TikTok does need rebranding, as they need more original content, and most of their content is re-uploaded from Instagram. So this is a great way for a storytelling. Along with creating a package, I created a content creation plan, strategizing their goal, their target audience, their platform use, and evaluation methods. And their goal is to increase their followers and engagement across all their platforms, not just one. I want them to increase their visibility across all their platforms that they engage with and to meet their audiences across various channels. Their target audience are Gen Z and millennials, black and brown women ages 25 to 30, and all their platforms should be informal use as far as their branding strategy that they use, except for LinkedIn, which has a more professional and formal tone. So that's where I would use it at. And one of their platforms, LinkedIn, they should post three LinkedIn posts per week, and it should be specific to community hub posts about sharing educational resources as showed in the previous slides, and there should be a lot of call to actions such as registering for informational sessions. TikTok is a great app for storytelling and short form video, as I included a post about a day in a life video covering the founder for Girl Plus Environment. And this is a great way for the audience to get to know the daily life of the founder and what it takes to run the company. Additionally, I will upload 3 TikToks a week, sharing short form video content such as this, as well as more educational content, and uploading brand ambassador videos that I mentioned in the previous slides. Additionally, I would engage in Instagram. Instagram is a great app for storytelling as well as community building. I would create interactive content such as the interactive poll story, and the interactive poll story would help increase membership as well. I'll also engage in content such as meme content, which is another great form of engagement and entertainment. And I would post 3 Instagram posts a week, as well as I need to use Review, which is a last tool for the content creation plan. Each social media page will be monitored regularly, which will be on a weekly basis, and there'll be analytics of profile views, likes, shares, DMs, and this will help understand what content works well for each platform and what we can do as a strategy to continue to increase the engagement across the social media channels we engage in. I was able to conduct an interview with one of the staff members from Girl Plus Environment, and I interviewed Ms. Isaac. She is the community manager for Girl Plus Environment, and she oversees the national membership. And I was able to talk to her about the strategies that she develops with the social media manager to keep the members engaged and connected with each other. And I was also able to talk to her about how Girl Plus Environment shapes their content, especially online, to their target audience.
If you have checked out like our social media page or even like our blogs, like we tend to be very like culturally relevant or just up with the trends, like whatever it's like super popular.